Hey guys, Firum here, and today I'm going to be testing what is by far the fastest car in Forza Horizon 4. It is the Ferrari 599XX, and it was added in the most recent update. So the tune that I am using is by a guy named Nalak28. A lot of other people at S2 rank are using this tune as well, and it is a good middle-of-the-road tune between being very powerful and handling well. It's just overall a good car. One of the best for Class S2, I would say, not the best, but pretty high up there. Starting off, we have the acceleration and top speed test with this tune. Now, if you tune this car up to X class using a tune that DJ Lime has, you can get it to go over 320 miles per hour, which is 20 miles per hour faster than any other car in the game, I believe. With this tune, you can get up to, well, you'll see in a little bit after we go down this hill in the tunnel here. One thing that I really like about this car is its ability to corner well, even at high speeds, which is something that a lot of other cars can't do that well. So here we get up to 271 miles per hour for a split second. So our first race is on Derwent Lakeside Sprint. In this video, I will be showing you 3 sequential races that were recorded when I hosted a private S2 lobby with Get Wrecked Son, Cloud82, and Infinity Raptors, who's actually Afik from Asphalt 9. If you would like to be a part of these private lobbies that I do occasionally for my videos, join the Purple Team Discord, which the link will be in the description. Go to the hashtag Special Roles channel and click on the Forza Horizon 4 emote, and that should give you the Forza Horizon 4 role. And every time I do one of these private lobbies, I will tag that role. And when I do that, you just need to send me a message on Xbox, and then hopefully I'd be able to invite you to one of these private lobbies. That would probably be the easiest way for you guys to get in my videos, provided you have this game. And if you don't have it, I would definitely recommend checking it out, because yes, it is pretty expensive, but you get so much stuff in it. Like, really, I would say it is worth it. You get over 400 cars, upgrades are cheap, you can drive around on a large, beautiful map, the graphics are amazing, it's just got pretty much everything. Except for Nitro. Yeah, even though it's technically an arcade sort of-ish game, apparently, at least that's what I've been told, it doesn't have Nitro, and honestly, it feels more like simulation racing than arcade to me. However, Forza Motorsport 7 is probably the real simulation Forza game. And speaking of Nitro, the Crew 2 actually does have Nitro in it. I made a video about that game yesterday, at least at the time of recording this video, and I was just showing you guys how you could drive the Bugatti Divo for free this weekend in that game, because the game is free to play this weekend. And I actually did buy the game, it's 70% off, and while I'm not planning to make any specific videos about it in the near future, I might eventually. However, I do want to keep my channel focused primarily on Asphalt 9, and secondarily, if that's even a word, on Forza Horizon 4. So yeah, if I do videos about the Crew 2, they'd probably be just every so often. But definitely do let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see me do videos about that game. Now here, even though we go along the side and lose a bit of speed, we do manage to pass this Shelby, who then passes us slightly, but then we pass him again, and we come up to the finish line in first place. And actually in the next race, we have another even closer battle with him at the end of the race. That car is the Shelby Monaco SC, which is one of the best cars in the game. It was also added in the most recent update. Now for a race on a track called Elms on C Sprint. Now, this car at this rank, as I showed earlier, can go 270 miles per hour. However, in a lot of the tracks, there aren't many places where the car could actually reach that. So, on the places that it can reach that and therefore pass people, but on the places where it can't, it also has very good handling to get around the corners. It also has decent braking as well. However, one thing you have to keep in mind, if you take this car out in winter, you're going to be skidding around quite a bit, at least with this tune. That's what I have found out anyway. But on the 3 other seasons, it grips the road pretty well, and you can take a lot of corners faster than other cars. However, sometimes I still try to take them a bit too fast. I need to work on breaking that habit. Ha, get it? Break? Okay, never mind. Currently, we're behind Get Wrecked Son in his 720 pre-order. Now, apparently that car has really bad handling in S2 class. So if you have that car, you might be best off tuning it up to X class and only using it in private lobbies, unless you can find a tune that has better handling. As in the previous race, we've got Afik in the Shelby Monaco and Cloud82 in the Aston Martin DB11 pre-order. The reason everybody's in the same cars each race is because these were sequential in a single team adventure, and you cannot actually change your cars in the middle of a team adventure. So yeah, that's why that's the case, if anybody was wondering, which you probably weren't, so I just explained something for no reason. A Fig passes us, but we're able to pass him again, and we're over halfway through this course. That almost sounds like I'm talking about school or something, halfway through the course. So you may have noticed that this is a car that is not actually in Asphalt 8 or Asphalt 9. I do still want to do occasionally those videos of testing cars that are in both games in Forza and then comparing them, but I think a lot of the time it would make more sense to do cars that are actually very good in Forza in particular, because those are the ones that are actually better and the ones that people would actually want to use, you know what I mean? So yeah, I may try to do some videos about some like kings of classes in this game, like I have done in Asphalt 9 and Asphalt 8 before, just continuing my trend of the same sorts of videos. And here I almost mess up at the very end of the map and almost missed the checkpoint. I thought I had for a minute, but thankfully I didn't, and here we come in first. Actually, we come in second. He ghosted through us at the last second. I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but it happened. Now for the final of these 3 sequential races on Waterhead Sprint. Now back to what I was talking about near the end of the previous race. So about the kings of classes in this game. For example, we have the Bone Shaker, which is the king of A class in multiplayer, I believe. The Plymouth Bubble Top is also pretty high up there, but I just find the Bone Shaker to be a lot easier to drive and generally better from my experience, and I have gotten a lot of people actually requesting me to make a video about the Bone Shaker. It is still, I believe, one of the most overpowered cars in the entire game and one of the easiest cars to win in. However, it is not easy to get, but that is one car, for example, that I want to make a video about pretty soon. Maybe next week, we'll see. And while I probably will continue to focus on more of the track and street asphalt sort of oriented cars, maybe I will do some more off-road ones as well. Maybe some cars that are good on dirt or cross-country, because those are the ones where Free Roam Rush is still enabled. That was disabled in the road and street ones, if you guys did not know that. So there are certainly a lot of possibilities. Now, this track here actually ended up being a bit of a shorter one, and we somehow managed to pull quite far away of the other people in the race. It might have something to do with this track having a lot of fairly long and straight sections for this car to get up to a pretty high speed. Maybe it was something else too, I don't really know. But the thing is, this car, as I said, can go up to 270 at this rank. Other cars at this rank can go up to maybe 240, something like that. Usually not going to make a difference on the more twisty circuits, but it is something to keep in mind. And here we come in actually first place. Nobody ghosted through us that time. Again, if you guys would like to join these private lobbies, just join the Discord and get yourself the Forza Horizon 4 role. Now for the final race in the video, we have the Monument Winds, spelled with a Y, interestingly enough, which is an Edinburgh track. Now, normally, I do not like tracks set in Edinburgh, because normally it's a lot of just slow down and take corners really slowly and can't get up to speed sort of thing. But this one actually went kind of okay. I managed to get through it without really messing up, which is something that is not exactly the most common in Edinburgh for me. And it's at night, which is kind of annoying. But hey, at least it lets you see the tracks in a bit of a different light, perhaps. No pun intended. So there's somebody bumps us from behind, and this guy is actually on our tail pretty much the entire map. So now it's time for my general review about this car. Overall, it is a very good car, the fastest car in the game, and even in S2 class, it's one of the fastest cars, if not the fastest, in S2 class, and it is good at handling, good at braking, decent at acceleration. It's just pretty good all around, and it was given out at the 50% mark, I believe, in the previous Forza season, so if you got it, definitely try using it in multiplayer, because it's pretty good. After these races, I did download the tune that can get you up to over 320 miles per hour. Unfortunately, I was not actually able to make it up to that speed. I only got up to around 314. You have to do it pretty precisely and not lose much speed anywhere down the highway. So if you would like to see that, head over to AR12 or the Racing Monkeys channels. They are two very good Forza YouTubers, and you can see that there. So we're about 2/3 of the way through the race now. Here, apparently, I did not take the corner fast enough, and this other guy flew past me on the right side. Probably what happened is he hadn't braked quite as much at the previous corner. Really, every little bit you break more or less in this game can really make a lot of difference in whether you come in first or second or quite far behind. So although we do not manage to beat this guy, we did stay ahead of him for quite a long way in the race, and it was quite fun and probably one of my best races in an Edinburgh sprint sort of track. Thank you all for watching, please like the video if you've enjoyed, and consider subscribing for more Asphalt 9 and Forza Horizon 4 content. And I will see you in my next video, goodbye!